we're going to get into the NBA top 10 players currently going into next season. I thought this was a good time to kind of do this, especially with the NBA kind of being on a little quiet zone, especially with free agents and everything like that. And everything settled down from players being injured, players kind of being traded. So this is a good time to kind of see what we're going into the NBA season with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go our top 10 from 1 through 10, and we'll just go one person each. Eric, do you want to start from 10 or do you want to start from 1?
Oh, let's start from 1.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Start from 1. Yeah, it's just because I mean, and obviously it's a good time to do it because, like I've mentioned a couple of times, it's a little bit of a lull in the season, and so I must say for my top 10, you may have done the same. What I kind of factored in was not only the player, obviously, but kind of I think about what they mean to their team going into next season. So I think you and I, for example, agreed we would put Jason Tatum in our top 10, right? But we expect him to not be playing next season. So he's not going to be there. So for those that are wondering where he's at, for example, he won't be in mine, at least. And I don't think yours too, Doc, because we're talking about next season coming into 25-26, player and like what they combo with what they mean to their team, right? And so, you want me to kick us off?
Let's kick it off.
Let's just go. Yeah, let's go 1 through 10. Let's go 1. I'm going with somebody from Denver, Colorado. The Joker is my number 1.
All right. So no surprise there. We are aligned with our number 1 player, Nikola Jokic. I mean, he averaged a triple-double, and he is a center. So
yeah,
I think that's a unanimous top player in the NBA right now, especially with the way things are going. So that is my number 1 as well.
Yeah. But I feel like he's a player that will probably single-handedly, could take a team, maybe not to the championship, but really deep in the playoffs. And I think without him, I don't know where they would be. So cool. We match each other there. You want to give your number 2?
Yeah, I'll do my number 2, and I am going with the Greek Freak. They still call him that, Giannis. I still believe he is the second best player, top player in this league. I mean, hell, he averaged 30, 12, and almost 7 assists for Milwaukee, and I still think he is that caliber of a player, and he is still in his prime at 31 years old.
All right. I mean, he's definitely in my list, but I'm actually going to go a different direction at number 2. I'm going to go with the reigning MVP of the NBA Finals and the regular season. We know who that is, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It was kind of a toss-up between him and Joker in my eyes. Like, he is has the throne right now, and I won't take that away from him. And I didn't put him at number 1, but he's my guy at number 2.
I feel you. I mean, he's obviously in my top 10.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
He is. I mean, I just think there's some recency bias. So, I wasn't going to put him up there as high. I still think, yes, he's coming off the MVP, coming off and winning championship. And he is, 26 years old. So he's doing a hell of a good job of being probably the closest to the face of the league at this point.
Yep. No, definitely. I mean, obviously, like with these players that we're going to be naming, you can't really go wrong with anyone. Obviously, Giannis is a beast. But yep, as I said, he's on my list as well. So you want me to go down to number 3?
Yep. Number 3.
My number 3 just signed. He's definitely thin. He's slim. He's trim. Just signed an extension. I think you should know who it is. Luka Doncic is my number 3. And again, I'm anticipating what he's done what he is now and what he's going to do next season, which is win an MVP. So that's kind of why I'm, putting him up there at number 3.
Okay. So we are aligned again. I do have
Ooh,
Luka
my boy
at number
SGA.
3.
SGA is like,
I mean, look,
yeah, I
I'm
got you. You
giving
can't
the
go
grant.
wrong.
I am giving what Luka has done over his career.
Absolutely.
And again, he was just in the finals before being traded away from Dallas to the Lakers. And even coming to the Lakers, still averaged 28. What is he? 28, 8, and 8. Right. So he's still a walking bucket. He's still almost a triple double every night. And him going into the season with revenge and kind of slim Luka, I think it's going to be a problem for the NBA. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's at least a top 2 MVP candidate for this year. So, yeah, he is my number 3.
Awesome. Yep. What you want to go number 4? You're 4?
So I wasn't going to put him too far down, but SGA is my number 4 player in this league. What he's done as a whole, especially over the last couple of years, averaging 30 plus every season, and then finally getting the MVP and actually getting one of the youngest teams ever to win an NBA championship. And that is remarkable. And that shows that he is a true leader. And he's definitely the best player of his squad. And to me, I think he's the even though his persona is a little quiet, I think he's the closest to being the face of the league over the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's got opportunity to do that. And so it's going to be tough for him to beat what he did last year, but he seems to kind of have like you said, kind of personality and just like, I don't know, his game is just going to age, I think, too. So, yeah, obviously he's got to be up there. And so for my number 4, he wasn't going to drop too far. So mine is Giannis. So just all the things that you mentioned, you sometimes forget and you see what kind of numbers he puts up. And I know Milwaukee hasn't been really there since they went to the NBA finals. But it's not because of lack of, play from Giannis. So he's my number 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, essentially so far we've just flip-flopped the Giannis and SGA, which is pretty normal there. So my number 5?
Number 5. I wonder if we got the same. I have a little bit of I think it's a surprise.
Stephen Chef Curry at number 5. I can't put him any lower in this league. I had to put kind of the younger players for the most part, the most talented players right now. But Steph, if I had to put any of the vets up there right now in the top 10, he's by far my top 5 player. And what he does on a season and just every year, the way he plays, he hasn't had a letdown at all so far. And to be honest, if he didn't get injured in the playoffs and injured his hamstring, I can almost guarantee it. They're beating Minnesota. And at that point, them playing OKC would have been a totally different Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, no, definitely hard to take away from what he means to the Warriors. Like year after year, he's 37 now, but he just seems to be kind of getting better with the age, like wine. And so, yep, he's still up there. I'm gonna go like kind of like the complete opposite in terms of like youth movement. So my number 5, Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, I know. And I'm going with a mix of, I'm going with kind of like, obviously I know he wasn't there last year because of the, was it the blood clots, right?
Blood clot, yeah.
I just think them in San Antonio, this is year 3. We're going to have a really good season. And I think it's going to be because of Victor. And so I think as long as like, as long as there's health, I think in a couple of years it's going to be his league. And so I just think that's, I'm getting started a little early on it. So I'm it's like a mixture of like, who do I want to start a team with right now with, how, with like what do I anticipate their progression being next year. So I got my man Victor at number 5.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I don't doubt that he's in the list.
Yeah. Is he
But
in your? Well, we'll see.
getting to your top 5, I think is a shocker there.
Yep.
I don't doubt that he's going to be a generational player. I just need a little bit more prove it as far as winning. And so for me, like, he's obviously in his second year. They got a little better, right, than their first year. And then this third year will just be a super prove it year. And if they can make the playoffs this year, I think that puts them in total top 5 category based on how he plays. Just need to kind of see it to believe it first.
Yeah, I think this year they're going to play a little bit with house money. So he's year 3. They got a new squad, got some new players. And so I just think it might be like one of these, like how OKC just snuck up on us real quick, how Houston last year snuck up on us real quick. That would be my surprise team this year, where you're like, damn, they're a 3 seed. Not saying they're going to be, but like they're a 3-4 seed. I could see something like that happening. And obviously that's only going to happen if Victor Wembanyama is playing at a top 5 level. So, yep, that's kind of like what I foresee.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one right there. So are we back to me here, or was it, I think you're
I'm up
right now.
Yeah, I'm up number 6. Yeah. We already talked a lot about him, so I'm going Steph Curry at number 6.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I'll give my number 6. I went back-to-back veterans, and I got LeBron James Senior, if he even goes by that ever. I got him as my top 6 player, him and Steph back-to-back. I just think what LeBron has done in this league, and he's 40 years old, still averaging the same as he was averaging almost 10 years ago, and still plays at an all-time high level. He made an all-NBA team, right? So like, let's give the man his credit, because he still would take most franchises to the playoffs and probably at least get them somewhere in the playoffs. And I still think he still has the talent needed to make a difference in the NBA. So I got LeBron at number 6.
Hard to agree all that. I mean, he's definitely he was a all NBA player last year, and so he's going to be obvious. I don't know where he's going to be positioned next year, but he's going to put up probably similar numbers to what he's been doing.
Yep, that's for sure. Got a little comment from the YouTube here.
I saw that.
Hell nah, bruh, from Bean. I'm assuming that was in reference to LeBron. If you're still there, let us know what you think and why he shouldn't be in the top 10. Because in my opinion, there's not another player I can replace for LeBron. All right. Yeah. So I am up with number 7 here. I got Anthony Edwards, Ant from Minnesota. What he's done over the last couple of years, I think, has solidified his top 10 ascent in the NBA. Last year they're talking about him being the face of the league, because obviously they're trying to get somebody to be the face of the league besides LeBron, but LeBron is still here. I think he took his game to another level this year, like with his shooting, his 3-point shooting. I mean, I think he made the most threes he's ever made and shot a really high percentage as well. So I think him adding that in his game, along with obviously the athletic ability that he can get to the basket and dunk on anybody at any time, is crucial, because as he ages, he won't be able to do all that. He's got to be able to rely on his jumper. And if he can, I think still, I don't know if it's missing, but if he can make sure he has that like 18 to 19 footer in his bag all the time, kind of like how SGA can pull up from anywhere, I think that's when you put him over the top and get into the top 5 there.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that is where I'm going with we're at 7, right? Number 7. Part of me was like, and I mean, this is not even saying LeBron's going to be my 8, but when I was kind of thinking about the 7, this is obviously LeBron territory. This is Anthony Edwards. And I just thought about that matchup last year in the playoffs. I know it wasn't a one-on-one matchup. There's teammates. There's a lot that went to that, but just younger, more athletic, killer, got it done in the fourth quarter versus LeBron in the fourth quarter. Let's be honest. So, yeah, my number 7, because of all the things that you said, and Edwards.
Got it. So we have the same number 7, which is good. I see a little comment here. Luka and Braun is the best duo in the league. What we talking about? From Rashad Adams. I would probably have to agree because I got them in my top 10. I got Luka at number 3 and LeBron at number 6. And there's no other players on this list of my list that are teammates. So I agree with that statement, Rashad.
Yeah, me too. I definitely have LeBron here somewhere in my top 10. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, like it's kind of crazy. Lakers have, and everybody could have their own list. Maybe somebody could, in most cases, you'd have the Boston boys or something like that, maybe, or, but it is interesting that out of the top 10 is really only the Lakers, but, we'll see. And I saw somebody say something about, nobody wants to see Luke and Bron in a 7-game series. I mean, we used to say that all the time about LeBron and Anthony Davis. And so I get what you're saying, especially with Ayton. You're right. Good point. Sorry, I was just looking at some of the comments, Rashad Adams. But anywho, we'll see. As Laker fans, we hope you're right. So we're at number 8 now. Oh, number 8. I think you're on mute, but it's all good. No, you're good.
Yes,
okay.
Sorry.
So my 8, bit of a turn. I'm gonna go with Devin Booker as my number 8. I know. I know. I'm going with the young, still young. Obviously he got whatever happened in Phoenix, that was it was hard to really quantify kind of like what he means. And I think there's a reason why Phoenix obviously did away with getting rid of who and who. I think it's Devin Booker's team now, and I think they're going to surprise some guys. So I got him as my number 8. And boy, is my number 9 going to surprise you as well.
Surprise who, Eric?
Yeah, I know.
Who are Devin Booker and Jalen Green surprising in the Western Conference?
I know.
He had Kevin Durant as his
Freaking
wingman.
Durant. Oh, do we have Kevin Durant? Yeah, I think
he had Kevin Durant.
When I say surprise people, I think they're going to be like in play-in territory, and I know that's that's not great, but it's definitely better than last year's team. So
I don't have anybody in my play-in territory on my list right now, Eric.
Is he in your honorable mention at least? that look tells you it all. You're like, oh, I forgot about him.
It's not that I forgot, Eric. I did not forget about Devin Booker, and I'm not trying to disrespect him. But if you had Kevin Durant the last couple of years and you can't do anything, and you've gotten every coach, I wouldn't say he's gotten him fired. Right. Every coach has been fired. You had a chance when you got your team to the finals with Monty Williams, and then that team broke up, and you haven't been back or relevant since. So I thought he was on the trajectory. I just don't see him as a top 10 player at this point. But that's okay.
See what happens. So, what are your number? Is this 8? Who's your 8?
I just can't believe this dude. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's in your top 10, but Jalen freaking Brunson in this NBA. I mean, what he's doing with the Knicks has been remarkable. Just the fact that he's made them relevant again since he's been there. He's been an all-NBA player. I mean, he's so close to getting his team to the finals, I would say. And I just think that his talent at his size, what is he? no more than 6'1". I mean, I hope they don't list him more than 6'1". And just the fact that sheer talent what he's doing in this league is remarkable. So I got him as my top 8 player there.
When I said earlier that my list was kind of also based on what they mean for their team, and I'm thinking about an Eastern Conference that's wide open. I'm thinking about what Jalen Brunson can do and leading the Knicks potentially to the finals. That's why I have him as my number 9. And so, yeah, all the things you said is why I was didn't trying to figure out where to put him in my top 10. And so I got him at number 9.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that you at least have him in your top 10 list. But yes, Jalen Brunson is a top 10 player in this league. So my number 9, again, I do have 3 vets on this list, and that is easy money sniper Kevin Durant, because he's still a bad man. Yeah, and I think going to Houston is going to just show that even more, because I think under Aduka, how do you say his name? Ime Aduka, right? Ime Aduka, right? Yeah. I think with him and the lineup that they already have, I think that's going to be a perfect fit, and they're definitely going to do some things this year. So I got Kevin Durant as number 9 until he changes that, because at this point he's still a top 10 player in my eyes going into the season.
Yeah, I mean he was definitely weighed on my mind, especially what I see him doing with Houston this year. And so I think like as the season goes on, it might be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why he is a top 10 player. He was just a hair shy for me. But yeah, he's definitely still, if healthy, Mr. Reliable. Seeing a comment there about KD. Someone was very.
We can put this on here.
Yeah,
Mr. Matthew Harvey. KD is not top 10. Yeah, I mean, some people may think that, and if you have any more reasoning, you could drop a little comment below there. But yeah, KD is still averaging solid points, obviously, because he is one of the best scorers ever to do it in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm sure he may say something like he's not a winner or something like that, which I guess sometimes that's like something that people say. But yeah, hey, I mean, I was putting him in the top 10. I know that the last few years I haven't felt that way, but I guess you're probably projecting how the Rockets are going to look with him. And so cool. So that's we're at 9. I'll just tell you my number 10. It's LeBron. So I definitely got him in there, top 10. You're probably like, wait, you didn't say him yet?
I was like, wait a second. You actually haven't said you haven't said LeBron yet. Okay.
I know. Yeah. Right. He's in my top 10. Okay. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He probably could be anywhere in there, but he definitely cracked my top 10, but he's just at number 10.
All right. So I think my top 10 or my 10th player will probably be more of a surprise, or I don't even know if he was on your radar, but it's that bad man from Detroit, Cade Cunningham. Okay.
Wow.
Averaged 6, 6 and 9 this year. Got his team, almost put New York on the brinks. They tripled their win total last year. And I just feel like when I was looking at the top 15 players in this league, like I wasn't going to put Donovan Mitchell over him. I wasn't going to Tatum can't really be part of this list because we were talking about injuries. I put him over Victor Wembanyama just based on how he got his team to the playoffs this year. So I was kind of giving a little bit more weight to that. And I didn't even have Devin Booker on my honorable mention. So hey.
DB.
Sorry, D-Book.
DB. Yeah, I mean, I thought of Cade a little bit, but yeah, we'll see. I'll see. I think like got to see one more year of being healthy and doing what he does, and hopefully that progression, and maybe he'll crack that At number 10, I mean, I'm just seeing some names I jotted down here, you know, like a Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, obviously Tatum we know is injured. Kevin Durant, Tyrese Maxey, I put there.
Okay.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's there, he's a machine still, but
that's true. Yeah, I had Donovan Mitchell and Victor as my honorable mentions. And then obviously Tatum would be there if, barring the Achilles injury that he had this year. Oh, I see a little comment here.
I know.
Blasphemous to have LeBron at 10. Are you consuming alcohol?
You may think this is tea, but it may not be.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up our top 10. If you guys...
sorry, you know why I got him at 10? Thanks, Rashad. I have he's great, obviously. Like, I mean, I'm a Laker fan. Like, we would be nowhere without him. But I just think about like long season, kind of how he's run a little bit out of gas, like in the playoffs a little bit. And I think that has to do with, I mean, just age, right? And so he's just another year older. It's year 20,005 or whatever like year it is. No, I'm just kidding. It's 23rd season. So look, he's doing things at year 23 that probably like players at year 5, 6, 7, 8 wish they can do. Yeah, you're right. 25, 8, and 8 is definitely it's impressive. And that's why I still got him in the top 10.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, there is some truth to that when it gets down towards the end of the season. Yeah, I think he is wearing down a little bit. But, you know, he's definitely a top 10 player in this league. If you guys have any list of your own, go ahead and drop that in the comments. I do see Rashad Adams. I want to give his list right now. He has Shea at number 1, then Jokic, then Giannis, Luka, LeBron, Steph, Edwards, KD, Wemby, and he had to put in Donovan Mitchell in his list. So nothing wrong with that list. That's a pretty good list in terms of the NBA players. Can't really go wrong. There's a good top 15 in this league.